Yeah, what up, gang? You already know what time it is. We back. Another video, Catalog Talk. This is episode number 4. I'm trying to switch it up this time around. If you've been rocking with me this whole time, you'll see I've been doing all Currency projects up until this point. Currency is my favorite rapper, so we're going to get into a bunch more. But I did want to kind of change the pace, kind of expand my horizons and attract more people into it. So this time, we're going to be looking at a different area of the country. We're taking it all the way up to New York with my man Smoke DZA. We're going to be looking at his second studio project named Rugby Thompson. This project came out on July 19th of 2012. It's definitely another classic project. I have it right here behind me on vinyl. This vinyl is kind of cool. So he kind of went with the whole polo theme as far as the patches and the stitch work around his name and even just the design of it in general. So it's definitely a cool project. Like I said, it's named Rugby Thompson. So Rugby Thompson is the play on the name Nucky Thompson. So Nucky Thompson was one of them gangster prohibition type guys back in the 1920s and 30s when they was bootlegging and everything like that. So it's a show on HBO called Boardwalk Empire, which kind of just surrounds him and his story. And you'll hear that through some of his references, some of his mentions, some of the people he names. And like I said, it was back in that Al Capone, that Chalky White, that Jimmy Darmody era. So if you are familiar with that era at all, you'll definitely get some of those references. But like I said, I wanted to switch it up. This is Smoke DZA's second studio project. So this is once he kind of had his footing in the rap game. So he was able to get a few more bigger names as far as features on this project. Smoke DZA, he's always been well known and well respected in the rap game. So even before he was on, he always had a lot of collabs, whether he's getting on somebody's project or they're getting on his project. So this kind of just solidified his stake in the game where he was able to get them on one of his studio albums. So some of the features you'll see on this project is ASAP 12E, Jamo Genesis, Schoolboy Q, Action Bronson, Nimlo, Mayhem Loren, Thurston Howell III. Those last 3 guys are kind of his posse, kind of his squad. And then, of course, you always going to get that Currency feature. So they're always going to go out their way to put each other on their projects. They make great music together. That's probably one of my favorite songs on the album. So I'm sure that's one that y'all would definitely enjoy. But like I said, I wanted to switch it up, just kind of change the pace a little bit, go to a different area, go to a different artist so we can explore something new. This project is also exclusively produced by Harry Fraud. So we are getting back into the Harry Fraud bag. He doesn't miss, as far as my opinion goes, he didn't miss on a single one of these beats. Some of them are kind of off the wall and outlandish, and you can kind of hear it when you get to it, but I don't think he missed a single track on this beat. Now, my last video was a little bit long, so I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too much further. Just wanted to give y'all a quick introduction into the album. So like I said, we're gonna be looking at Smoke DZA, Rugby Thompson, featuring and produced by Harry Fraud. So without any further ado, we're gonna get into the first track, which is entitled Rugby Thompson. This is it's just him, no features on this track. This song actually features a sample of a song called Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack, which came out in 1972. If you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, you definitely remember the movie Jackie Brown. This was the opening song to that movie. So if this song sounds familiar when you get to it, that's why. Now, unlike the Currency projects, Harry Fraud, he doesn't necessarily just throw the sample out on the table and add some snares to it. He definitely kind of buries it into this one. So you got to have your ears open to hear where it comes in, where the feature comes in. But definitely, like I said, quality track. We're going to get into the intro, Rugby Thompson by Smoke DZA, produced by Harry Fraud. Let's get it.
Rugby Thompson.
And what you hear right there, that little vocal in the background, that's the sample. Super pitched up. But when you hear the original, you know exactly where it came from. And that's how we get into it. He gonna just set the vibe and get straight into it. Shout out Jet Life. But let's get it cracking.
I swear to God, Fraud, I feel the shit in my soul. Pause. Jet Life.
First nigga I ever heard say pause. What, 13, 14 years ago now? Now that shit everywhere.
Anything else is uncivilized. Kush God, bitch. Right. Nucky Thompson and chalky white body. Add a little Al Capone. Put some rugby on, you got me. Quick to catch a homie on track, say I'm too snobby. Master the art of shit and now I teach my son to potty. Harlem, stuntin', RL, something. These garbage men got no swag. Charles S. Dutton. I put you on, come holla at your cousin. We was rocking them joints when you niggas wasn't. Every day I got lots of those. Indian head on my sweater, I'm chief, lots of smoke. Should be the face of the brand if possible, cause a lot of niggas rockin' and I'm responsible. Reckless nigga, rock a flow. Jim Hendrix, Jim Morrison, go receive it, and he only pick up when the money's calling him. Don't ask me what I'm rapping, cause it's simple, son. Jetting on these monkeys like I'm focused playing Temple Run. We can compete with anyone, true story. Putting on for the block, nigga. Sleep, you're gone. Kush guard on your ass, nigga. The heat is on. Rugby Thompson. Hey, fraud.
And there you have it, man. Get straight into it.
9/11 shit.
Let niggas know what the vibe is. Set the scene. Set the scenery. And as nice as that track was, he gonna end it with that same sample from the beginning. Again, it's pitched up, it's kind of sped up a little bit, but when you hear the original, you can definitely kind of hear it. Some are more obvious than others, but it's a great track, man. Great sample, great pull, great beat all around. And there you have it, man. Track one. So like I said, he gonna get right into it. As far as the first lines on the track, he gonna just kind of let you know what the vibe is, what kind of bag we gonna be on for this tape. So he starts off his track by saying, Nucky Thompson and chalky white body, add a little Al Capone and put some rugby on, you got me. So that's basically him, man. Like he back in that 1920, 1930 prohibition gangster era, throw a little rugby on and you got Smoke DZA. So it all kind of just ties it in. Like literally his introduction to this album is letting niggas know why the name is Rugby Thompson. And what type of area he gonna be on, what type of time he gonna be on, what the references are looking like, and just what kind of scene we setting here. So like I said, he definitely is gonna start talking that shit. So he gets into he's big on polo. Like I said from the beginning, he's big on polo. So you know what I'm saying? He always gonna reference that. So he said, Indian head on my sweater, I'm cheap, lots of smoke. Polo, them rugby polos was big for having that Indian head on the sweater. So that's definitely one. So like I said, man, great track. I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, so I'm not going to rap too much between each song. But one thing I liked in this song, and this is kind of educational to me, and I mean, it's something small, but this nigga was like, hard lounge stunting, RL something. These garbage men got no swag, Charles S. Dutton. So I didn't know who that was, so I had to look it up. It was a show in the 90s when Charles S. Dutton was playing a garbage man and the nigga had no swag. So it was just a nice little reference. That's the thing, listening to rappers that don't necessarily come from your generation is they're going to put you on to some shit that you might not know about. Because I mean, in the 90s, shit, I was 3, 4, 5 years old. I wasn't watching no damn TV sitcoms and shit like that. I was watching cartoons and all that. So just a nice little nugget. I'll put a picture of him here so you can see who I'm talking about if you do know the reference, if you do get it. And if not, you'll recognize his face from other movies. But like I said, man, just a quick, relaxed intro, not doing too much, not going over the top, not doing nothing extra, just letting niggas know what the vibe is for the tape, what era we in. He kind of sets the scene for what the setting looks like and what we're going to be looking at. So like I said, that was track one, Rugby Thompson. Definitely a nice track on it. Now, this is my first video where I'm doing a project that has more than 5 or 6 songs on it. And not all these songs have a notable or even a documented sample. So I'm not going to go in through the sample of every single song like I did in my previous videos. But the ones that I do have and the ones that are of note, I'll definitely take time to mention them. So not every song is going to get that full breakdown like I have in my previous videos. So we're going to get into the next song. The next song is entitled New Jack. So New Jack is a self-titled name. And you'll hear from the dude talking in the beginning of the song. He was a rapper in the 90s that just made a fucking living out of just making people mad. Like, you talk about rage baiting. Like, he was the first one, in my opinion, out here rage baiting in the 90s, talking about, you'll hear what he's talking about. But New Jack, it's a cool song. It's a great track. The snares go crazy on this song. And this is my first time hearing Rugby Thompson, aka Smoke DZA, kind of talk that shit and kind of get into a more energized, a more frenetic flow. So you'll hear what I'm saying when you hear the track. But we're going to get into the second track entitled New Jack. Let's get it.
Harlem specifically, where the original gangster New Jack is standing by. Like to warn viewers up front that I'm sure this interview is going to be inappropriate in more ways than we can list in 1 hour.
La música de Harry Fraud.
I said, you meet me in Harlem. I said, we ain't gonna do this in the studio. I said, we ain't gonna do this in a setting where it's safe. I said, you bring your ass to Harlem. Because I have established myself as the original gangster. Not the original prankster. I don't rap about it. I don't sing about it. This is what I do.
I said, wake up, motherfuckers. It's for so long you could sleep. I'm like Freddy in your dreams, appearing live up on your street. They key, ha ha ha. But it's so long they could play. Try to hold a nigga down, but every doggy has his day. I'm a class act. You're looking at the real life Blade Brown. You acting like I wanna abuse niggas. Square ass lame, Doug and Billy Hughes niggas. I can send a few triggers at your door on some Calvin shit. To march through that motherfucker on some balance shit. Plus I make more money. You think he cool cause he ball overseas? Right, shit I ball overseas too. I'm in the game, you won't never see the league, bro.
I said, cause nigga, I make money. I put ass in seats.
You can tell already. He definitely coming more energized. Smoke DZA, he kind of a bigger nigga, so he definitely be a lot more chill on the rap in his tracks, but he definitely came through with that energy on this one. And New Jack talking that shit in the background.
It's the highest in charge. You motherfuckers got fat while we starved. You need to hold your guard instead of gossiping and holding balls. Word to my mother. Cold as ice. Shit, I need my own cover. The shit that I riddle should have me right in the middle. Cause some of these niggas ain't even did what I did on the come up. Adam Vinatieri, how I kick it. Punter. Underground king, big gunner. What up? 9/11, I'm a live man. The way a nigga ball shit, I might need a Heisman. Nah, fuck that of my hustle. I'ma need a go Bill Russell. And some OG, preferably from Oakland. I don't care if you was a mile away. You can smell what the kush got smoking. Right.
And I don't ask nobody to do nothing for me because I do what the I want to do. You know what I mean? If you don't like what I do, turn the channel. Watch the fake. But this is no Jack.
And there you have it, man. Track 2, New Jack. Like I said, New Jack is a ultimate rage baiter, man. I remember seeing some clips from him in the 90s. He was talking so crazy back in the day. I don't even know how they let him on TV. But as far as the song goes, like, you hear Smoke DZA, this isn't his normal style. He definitely came through talking a lot more spicy, talking a lot more crazy, and his energy was just crazy on his flow. Like, I'm a big fan of how artists put their words together. It's one thing to just talk that shit. It's another thing to put it on a song and make that shit sound good. So I definitely was a fan of his flow. Hearing this song so early into my fandom of Smoke DZA, it was definitely a change of pace, and it definitely made me a bigger fan of him and what he said. And just so you know, when he says 9/11, I'm a live man, the way a nigga ball shit, I might be a Heisman, that's no reference to 9/11. The nigga's from 119th Street, and niggas just say that shit backwards over there, so don't think that he talking crazy on that part. But like I said, man, he was just talking so crazy. He definitely had a bunch of wrestling references, and I'll be honest, like, I ain't watched wrestling in the 90s. A lot of my friends did. Like, I know Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio and all them, but I wasn't a big wrestling guy, so a lot of them joints kind of went over my head. I had to go back and do research on them. But yeah, man, nice track, quality track, short and sweet, get in, get out. And then of course, Harry Fraud, man, I'm telling you, Harry Fraud, his damn snares, I don't know what type of machinery he got or what type of computer he got going on, but his snares go crazy, man. Like, I love Harry Fraud's production. It's always gonna be A1, on point, high quality, great samples, but them snares are always gonna just put it over the top for me. But that's it, track 2. I wanted to keep it brief for track 2. We're gonna get into track 3. This is entitled Baleedat, featuring Currency. And this is probably one of my 2 or 3 top favorite songs on this project. This is definitely a different vibe from what we just heard. He's gonna slow it back down, kind of get into the more chill vibe that we known for with Smoke DZA. And then Currency always gonna come through, man. I love Currency's raps. I love his features. I love his projects. So Currency always gonna do his thing there. But this track is entitled Baleedat. This actually features a sample from Anniversary from Tony, which came out in 1993. And again, same as the original track, the sample is not out there. It's not like obvious, you know what I'm saying? You kind of hear it. It's one small part at the end of the song, and they kind of just loop it through the whole song. So check out my YouTube shorts, check out my Instagram page. You'll see how I kind of connect the dots so you can hear both. But this is going to be track 3 entitled Baleedat featuring Currency. Let's get into it.
Jet Life.
And there the sample go right there.
La música.
Real faint part of the song people don't even hear. But I'll connect the dots on another video so you can see what I mean.
Brand new piece from Ralphie's, courtesy of Fola. Always got a flow of bad bitches on my Cobra. In love with the vagina, but not with the beholder. Faded off the gin until we meet again. Cause just like sanitation, I'll be out like 3 a.m. She always wanna chill, cause her man is in the pen. I'm with my nigga Richie, so make sure you bring a friend. We like them light skin, type slim, long hair, them freak joints, enticing. We don't wife 'em, no time to enlighten. Just pipe 'em, slide like in Bison. I say it's like that. It's like that. I'm just leasing the girl. You can have your wife back. She G'd up. She don't like rap. She just want a real nigga that could pipe that. Believe that. Believe that.
Fast life, slow flow, same old shit in new clothes. You tryna put them papers on your bitch, say it ain't so. Fool who you come up with, couldn't have been no G's who raised me. Sliding through the city, checking my traps, that gold D. Yo bitch in the passenger, passing the anthrax, wrapped in the raw, over to the jet life, a collector of them classic cars. Smoke thicker than peanut butter. Me and this bitch don't even see each other when we be together, but she feel me and I feel like ass, softer than the motherfucker. She cook good and get way high. I understand why you love her. Jet
I
life.
say it, she G'd up. She don't like rap. She just want a real nigga that could pipe that. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that. She hit a nigga daily cause I'm feeling that boy. She say she need that. Believe that. Believe that. She hit a nigga daily cause I'm feeling that boy. She say she need that. Believe that. Believe that.
And there you have it, man. Track 3, Believe That, featuring Currency. That song is perfect. That song is A1. It's perfect for this project. It's definitely a nice vibe. It sets the scene from the flow to the sample to the beat to the production and just the subject matter. It's definitely a great song, and you can see why it's one of my favorites. And Smoke DZA, man, like I said, he always going to start off his songs. He's either gonna start it or end it with that signature right, and you gotta love that. That's a great ad lib that a lot of artists don't have something so unique like that. But like I said, he just kind of sets the vibe, sets the mood. So he's definitely talking about a girl that be hitting him up because she don't got nobody at home because her man in the pen. And I mean, that's an unfortunate situation, but you know, everybody got needs. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But then he says she always want to chill because her man is in the pen. I'm with my nigga Richie, so make sure you bring a friend. Hey, shout out to all my men, man. Them two mans back in the day used to go crazy. But now we grown, we on some different shit. But man, shout out my squad, shout out my men. But then he said we like them light-skinned, type slim, long hair, them freak joints and Tyson. We don't wife them, no time for enlighten. We pipe them, then slide like M. Bison. So first of all, shout out to women of all shades and colors. Light-skinned girls are cool and all, but hey man, ain't nothing like a brown-skinned mama. I'll tell you that. Like it's beautiful women of all shapes and colors and sizes. So I'm not gonna eliminate all of them because they're not light-skinned type slim. But you get the vibe. You know what we talking about. But then he says we pipe them then slide like M. Bison. So that line right there is interesting to me because I didn't know what the fuck M. Bison meant. So shout out Flatbush Zombies. I got a poster of them. That's one of my favorite groups, and they have a song called M. Bison. So when I was kind of digging deep into that track, I was able to find out and then connect the dots back to this track. So M. Bison is a character on a Street Fighter, and that was one of his moves where he used to slide on you and, you know what I'm saying, knock you off your feet type shit. So that was just a nice little dot that I connected. So this song kind of holds a little extra weight because I was able to connect those dots through a different artist a few years later. So again, shout out Flatbush Zombies. We definitely gonna get into them on a later video. But then yeah, in the hook he says, it's like that, I'm like that, we just leasing your girl, you can have your wife back. She G'd up, she don't like rap. She just want a real nigga that can pipe that. So fellas, ladies, whoever watching this video, my eternal theme on this channel is keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes peeled, you know what I'm saying? It's always, everything ain't always sweet as rainbows and cotton candy. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you're doing right by you and make sure anybody in your life is doing right by you as well. But you know what I'm saying? And be like that. But then Currency, he come in talking that shit, fast life, slow flow, same old shit in new clothes. You trying to put them papers on your bitch? Say it ain't so. So again, sticking to the same theme, fast life, slow flow. That's definitely what we live in. You know what I'm saying? But then he say, you trying to put them papers on her? Like, you got to think twice, brother. Because is that the right move? He ain't saying don't do it. Just think twice, brother, because it's some horror stories out there. But then again, you know, he's kind of just setting the scene, letting you know what the vibe is. And based on his words, you can kind of see where he is and like what kind of time he on, and it kind of just puts you in the car with him. But then he wraps it up saying, smoke thicker than peanut butter. Me and this bitch don't even see each other when we be together. But she feel me and I feel her ass softer than a motherfucker. So, you know, that's just kind of the vibe. Niggas is hotboxing like shit. Again, I'm gonna say it every time, in case, you know, anybody watching that don't need to know, but I don't smoke, you know what I'm saying? I do not smoke. I used to back in the day, but I'm trying to live a cleaner life these days. I be in the gym and shit. So yeah, I can't relate physically, but smoke thicker than peanut butter, like we already know what type of time it is. That just kind of sets the scene. That's just a highlight to what kind of artist he is, where he can kind of put you in the room with him and see what he sees, even though you 50 50,000, 100 miles away. So, you know, that's it. That's my take on that track. I'm trying to keep these short, so I'm definitely going to kind of keep it brief as far as my thoughts. But that was track 3, Baleedat, featuring Currency. Shout out Currency. So we're going to get into track 4. This is Playground Legend. No features on this one, just Smoke DZA by herself on the Harry Fraud beat telling the story. So without any further ado, we're going to get into it.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Local superstars, once was but ain't get too far. Wasn't humble enough to get in, now you on a pine. Playground legend. Another playground legend. Playground legend. Even though he was a dumb nigga, he was pretty advanced for a young nigga. His older brothers, they was in the streets, feeding him stories, he used to run with them. Little big mouth nigga that could rap his ass off, never thought he'd be a loser. Rap-wise, he was corner heavy, started running around like he on already. Ghetto to ghetto, he had a little fame, feeling himself, turning to Eddie Kane. Local superstars, once was but ain't get too far. Wasn't humble enough to get in, now you on a pine. Playground legend. Another playground legend. Might have been the nicest nigga to handle the rock. Cross over to the block, hand to hand in the rock. Straight AWOL from his hoop team. One day he just woke up from his hoop dream. He used to mac with the honeys, play ball on upper blocks and kill cats for the money. Till one day he watched Bronx Tale and he tried to turn into Sonny. Went on some bullshit on the corner, niggas looked at him funny. Caught some static with some local dealers. Started carrying ratchet, knowing he not a killer. Could've went to the A, got him a max deal. Now he riding inside, got him a max bid. Another playground legend. Ain't get too far. Playground legend. Another playground legend. Ain't get too far. Playground legend.
All right, and there you have it, man. Track 3, Playground Legend. So, I mean, the title of the song is self-explanatory. We all know somebody we went to school with, high school, middle school, elementary school. They had all the promise in the world, but their head wasn't on right, and it didn't turn out good. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a somber track coming off of the last couple of songs we came off of, but as you can see, he's definitely talking about something that we can all relate to. So, you know, local superstars once was, but he didn't get too far. You wasn't humble enough to get in. Now you on the pine. Playground legend. And I mean, I can speak to that personally. My kids play basketball. I coach basketball. I know a bunch of kids that just had all the potential in the world. They could jump through the gym. Hit handles was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shoot it from across the court, but their head wasn't on right. And you know what I'm saying? It didn't always turn out good for them. And I'm not talking about my kids. I'm talking about the kids I used to coach and still coach to this day. So, you know, you got to have your head on right. If you're not humble enough to get in, man, you're going to be on the pine. So then he goes through and he tells this story about a kid that just he got cocky, man. He had early success and he didn't keep humble. He didn't stay in the gym. He didn't have the discipline enough to, you know what I'm saying, ride that gift into a successful life, man. He started hanging around the wrong crowd, you know what I'm saying, killing niggas for money, carrying the gun, knowing that wasn't him. And now he riding in jail, got him a max bid. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a somber track, but we can all relate to. So definitely had his place on this album. So that was track 4, man. Playground Legends. Definitely a nice track. We're going to get straight into track 5. This is entitled Ashtray. So this does have the second feature of the album. This is going to feature Damo Genesis and Schoolboy Q on the same track. So a nice little collab by them 3. This song actually has 2 samples. The hook is going to be sampling Spend It by 2 Chainz, which came out in 2011. And it's also going to be sampling California guitar trio Punta Patri, which came out in 1995. That's more of the bigger sample that kind of rides all the way through the track. So if you shout out to 2 Chainz, if you remember that True Religion tape he put out back then, this is one of them songs off that tape. But without any further ado, we're going to get into track 5, Ashtray, featuring Damo Genesis and Schoolboy Q. Let's get it.
La música de Harry Fraud.
All my cars got gas in the ashtray. And
And now you hear that 2 Chainz hook. Straight from that song. Spend It. First time I heard a nigga call the tree gas. That shit had its little run. Now it's called ZA. Or whatever these kids calling it these days.
Blowing on that loud in the gas mask. Always get bombed, nigga up Baghdad. Hit the green door, get a grab bag. Pull out my trippy slide Nicky with a fast ass. If I cop 5, I get them for a piece. Right. Load up Dreddy van, hit the LIE. Right. I really lit at, let me tell you who the hell I be. Had a nigga in a spot in the Hamptons, used to grab 4 of them. That's 25 a piece at least. Nigga getting chicken off that liquid, but fuck a little money up and help me bounce back. I know it sound absurd, nigga living off herb, but everybody in the world need that loud pack. Right.
Talking that shit, man. Switched up the flow mid-verse. But that man, Smoke DZA, man, that boy, that's a rapping ass nigga right there. Definitely came through talking that shit. Damo Genesis do his thing though.
Now I'm a nightmare. Wait past the spot where they wrote me off. Y'all bitch ass niggas still right there. Nigga, I don't even fight fair. I know it might scare, don't give a slight care. I had a nice shit, and the bitch just started. OF tape went fucking retarded. I been that nigga while you fuck boy stalling. I was Dom's OG, buffing and coughing. Nigga, it be green like a jersey in Boston. It's Dom's, nigga. You better get real fine, nigga. We in the middle with a calm, nigga. And you know we drop bombs, nigga. It's Smoke DZA, Harry Fraud, nigga. That's the cue for applause, nigga. I had my back against the wall, nigga. Said fuck that and I barred, nigga.
Damo did his thing on that. Nice little flow switch on that one too. It's definitely corresponds with the beat, but they all have a different way of approaching that beat switch. Schoolboy Skew talk that shit.
Off OG, nigga tryna OD with an NY bitch who want a mouth rush. She let a nigga skeet, all the girls know me, huh? Yeah. And I got the head too, cause the weed so good, made a bitch say cute. Yeah. And a nigga so faded. Wrapped out, man, a nigga straight made it. Yeah. Sliding in the beans, no top up on it. 50 for the pill, nigga, fuck that Tony. Riding around getting it, smoking on Dowdy. Cause my mama with a bag with a little bit of hash. My daughter hit my grinder, she had covered it with cash. Raw behind the wheel on heat and gas. My dick was in my drawer, so she smothered it with ass. Girlfriends a bucket happy cause it keep me house. Switching up flows cause a nigga getting blowed. Dollar after dollar, man, this money getting out. Still buying ace, what you know about ours?
And there you have it, man. Track 5, Ashtray, featuring Damo Genesis and Schoolboy Q. That's a great track, man. I mean, definitely a great collab track. Every rapper came through and did their thing, held their own. I think it's though why they was on the track to begin with. Now, this song, I mean, by the name of the song and by the name of the artist, you can tell, like, this song is strictly about smoking gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're not hiding it. It's not a metaphor. And you can tell by Smoke DZA's name, he's big on smoking trees. So this song was the first song where the subject matter, yeah, he mentioned it in other songs, but this is the song where the subject matter was specifically about tree, about gas. So Smoke DZA, he get right into it. He talking about load the Dreddy van, hit the LIE. Niggas rapping, they be trapping, that's a LIE. I really lit that. Let me tell you who the hell I be. So that's a nice little wordplay. LIE, Long Island Expressway. Niggas lying about trapping. Let me tell you who the hell I be. And then he goes on to talk about how niggas was struggling, man. He fucked his money up. He had to bounce back. I know it sound absurd, nigga living off herb, but everybody in the world need that loud pack. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to get it how you live, man. If you got to push a little tree to feed your kids, man, you got to do that shit. I'm not condoning that by any means. Go out and get a job. This nigga talking about what happened 15, 20 years ago, which got him to where he is now. But, man, look, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And then Damo, man, Damo did his thing. That nigga, I'm not a big, like, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan. I'm a big fan of his. I don't really listen to a lot of his music, but every feature I've heard and every song I've heard from him, he always gonna do his thing, man. Like, I definitely fuck with what he said and how he went about this track. And if you notice, with every verse, there was a beat switch midway through, and each rapper kind of approached it a different way. Smoke DZA and Schoolboy Q, they kind of sped their flow up. Damo kind of slowed his down, but he was still on point and still did his thing. So definitely a nice little track, and I could fuck with his verse on it. So one thing about his verse that stood out was kind of the beginning. He just kind of let niggas know that niggas was hating and now they still in the same spot. He said, bitch ass niggas want to sleep on me. Now I'm a nightmare. Wait, that's the same spot y'all wrote me off. Y'all bitch ass niggas still right there. So he's saying like y'all niggas was on the same stoop talking all that shit, talking about I'm not gonna make it. Now I'm here and y'all niggas on that same stoop. So keep talking that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Then he gonna come through talking that shit. But Damo, I fuck with him. I fuck with his verse. I fuck with his flow. And then Schoolboy Q, I'm a big Schoolboy Q fan. Like I've been listening to him since way back in the Kendrick days, and his verse just goes crazy. And I mean, his kind of hit home with me when I was smoking. Backwoods was the way to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Now you bring that around, you get clowned, you get played out if you're not on the sheets and funnel. At least in my area. You know what I'm saying? Backwoods keep a nigga mind stuck. Off OG, niggas trying to OD with an NY bitch who want a mouth rush. She let a nigga ski, all the girls know me. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get it how you live. If that's the type of time he on, that's the type of time he on. But like I said, great way to start the verse. Talk that shit all the way through. And when that beat switch at the middle of the verse, he definitely switched it up. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Schoolboy Q. I like his style. I like his flow. So he was definitely great on the track. But like I said, I'm trying not to rap too much about each of these songs. So we're going to get straight into the next track, which is entitled Fuck Your Mother. This is one feature that I didn't mention in the beginning. This is featuring Sean Price, R.I.P. Sean Price. This is a very unique and distinct track, to say the least. But it definitely has its place on the album, and I'll explain why after the song. So here we go. Track 6, Fuck Your Mother, featuring Sean Price.
La música de Harry Fraud.
This is what's going. Brown Pepper. I will rock your knot, bitch. Remain emotionless. On some Dr. Spock shit. Robotnik inspector, gadget with ratchets. Go, full, blood in your bath, bitch. Bullets make you dance, scoop and strap lover. Fuck fire on fam, we can strap sucker. This nigga said he know 52. Shot him in the elbow, let's see what that shit can do. Yeah, nigga take the oath. Gold cup of blood from the fucking sacred goat. What the fuck that mean? Sean Price the nicest nigga that's on Buckshot team. Yeah.
You fuck with me, I would tie it up in the crib. Like fuck your mother, she's a stupid little bitch. I bang her about 10 times a night. Bitch, she ain't nothing but a little fight.
Right. Kiss the motherfucking ring, we on some mob shit. Shit on that pity party, fuck that sob shit. Disrespect you, open neck you, hug spit. Have my man Blizz violate your carcass. You ain't cop that piece from the district, you cop that from Fordham. You don't come straight for the re-up, nigga, always be shortin'. Always talking that bread shit. But when them niggas come out with them big toys, you be on some giving head shit. Kill yourself, your whole life is whack. 35, still selling crack. Grow up, nigga. The other day, little homie copped a binge. Call yourself a kingpin and you still copping 20 grams. Fuck out of here, nigga, scram, you a peon. You should get peed on, R. Kelly style. Little niggas is really wild.
Good talking fucking pricks. It's Sean Price who did that, fuck your mother.
And there you have it, man. Track 6, Fuck Your Mother. Definitely a short track. They didn't get too into it. But as you heard, a very unique track. Like the hook is wild as shit. Sean Price verse wild as shit. I mean, Sean Price, I know he's a respected rapper from back in the day. I'm not really too familiar with him. This is probably the only thing I've heard him on, except for maybe one or two other projects where I didn't know it was him. But still a great song. I mean, it definitely belongs on the project. This is how I interpret it, at least. Fuck Your Mother. So back to the whole 1920s, 1930s, mobster, bootlegging era, prohibition era. One of the people from that era and one of the characters in the show Boardwalk Empire is a dude named Jimmy Darmody. And he was known for, he was basically fucking his mother. Like the way the show made it seem like the mom just basically set him up, like, and he was hitting that joint. I don't know how true it is. I watched the show years ago, so I don't know how true it is, but clearly I'm not the only one that thought that. So that's why I felt the song belonged on the project at least. And like I said, Sean Price's verse was wild as shit. He definitely said some things that were interesting. But Smoke DZA, one of my favorite lines he said, and this is something I still say to people to this day. He says, kill yourself, your whole life is whack. 35, you still selling crack? Grow up, nigga. Like, I mean, that's just crazy. Like, I mean, if you 35, I ain't gonna lie, I was born in 92. I turned 34 this year. I can't imagine being my age and beyond selling crack. Like, if you out here making a killing, by all means be my guest. But if you're struggling, nigga, if you ain't got crazy bread, get a job, my boy. Like, I'm not here disparaging nobody's lifestyle or choices, but come on now, you 35, still selling crack, nigga, you gotta grow up, bruh. So like I said, that's something that stuck with me. I still say to niggas this day. Maybe not about selling crack specifically, but it's like, grow up, nigga. Like, what is you doing? But like I said, track 6, Fuck Your Mother, interesting track. It had its place on the project, but we're going to leave it at that. We're going to get into track 7, which is entitled Game 7. This is featuring ASAP 12. So one thing I like about this song, this is probably, like I said, I have a few, maybe 2 or 3 songs that are my favorite. This is definitely one of them. I love ASAP 12. I'm a big fan of his. He's one of my favorite ASAP Mob members. Game 7, obviously, it's a relatable topic, but I really like the beat and I like the flow that they both chose to use on this song. So this features a sample of a song called Hellcat by Alden Schumann, which came out in 1973. So a lot of the other features on this, other than the intro, were kind of in the 90s. Even some of them were in the late 2000s. But this one, he kind of took it way back to the 1970s again, similar to what he did with Currency. So like I said, this is featuring a sample called Hellcat by Alden Schumann, which came out in 1993. So without any further ado, we're going to get into track 7, entitled Game 7, featuring ASAP 12. Let's get it.
La música de Harry Fraud.
First of the month, pack it straight. Chicks is new, my rent is late. Fist is bruised, I seen some shit today. Pray to God, I'ma flip away.
Work is moving slow, bitches on my back. Cable about to get cut off and you busy talking about rap. Waiting for the next tour to get a lump sum off that. But till then, you niggas know where I'm at. Real rap. However you looking at it, it's the same shit though. Bankrolls, word to my marijuana. Mary Jane, that sneaky little bitch, Colombiana. Get a nigga rich, coming straight from the farmers. Put her with my man and send them both to the corner. Go hard or get the fuck off the floor.
J7 shit, nigga.
Say no more.
First of the month, pack it straight. Chicks is new, my rent is late. I trap hard, trap hard, trap hard, trap hard. I trap hard, trap hard, trap hard, trap hard.
Go hard or get the fuck off the floor.
J7 shit, nigga.
Say no more.
Yo, I always been a hustler, cool with all my customers. Young nigga, old soul, all the junkies fuck with ya. Cooking up some shit to make my whole block bubble up. All the way trill like the real nigga tumble with the 2 fingers, throw it up. Serving fiends, fold the bucks. World gave me hell, so I couldn't give more fuck. Look at how I'm showing up and showing out. Purple smoke blowing out. Goon with a gold mouth, trapping out a lone house. Barry get them hoes out, really get the moles out. We gon' take the old route. This what Harlem know about. Get it with the X or the Molly, even worse. Go to work on a verse, that's a body. Miss the body at the body is here. Approach the lobby with fear. Fuck the world, I'm catching homies this year. Hey. First of the month, pack it straight. Pray to God, I'ma flip away. I trap hard, trap hard,
Trap hard, trap hard.
I trap hard, trap hard,
Trap hard, trap hard.
Go hard or get the fuck off the floor.
J7 shit, nigga.
Say no more.
So there you have it, man. Track 7, Game 7, featuring ASAP 12. And that song is kind of a metaphor for, you know what I'm saying? It's the Game 7, it's the end of the season. Ain't no tomorrow. You got to go out and get it. And I mean, he started off with the vibe right away, even in the intro, even in the hook. First of the month, pack it straight. Kicks is new, my rent is late. My fist is bruised. Need some shit today. I pray to God I'ma flip away. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to go out and get it, man. Yeah, it started off sweet, but you know what I'm saying? That rent late, you ain't going to have nowhere to go. You keep fucking around. So, you know what I'm saying? Smoke DZA, Stephanie started talking that shit. He came through and said, work is moving slow, bitches on my back. Cable about to get cut off and you busy talking about rap. Waiting for the next tour to get a lump sum off that. But till then, you niggas know where I'm at, real rap. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you ain't got no motion, that ain't no excuse to just sit on the couch, man. You got to go out and get it, man. I know I can speak to a couple people I know at this very moment that life kind of whooped their ass and they gave up, man. They in the crib, man. Like, they ain't go out and try to get it. They ain't fight back or nothing, man. So this song is all about fighting back, man. Don't let life whoop your ass, man. Fight back. But then, So the whole verse, he just talking about how he had to go out and get it until he got to where he at. But one thing ASAP 12 he said on his verse that kind of stuck with me because I can relate to it. He said, I always been a hustler, cool with all my customers, young nigga, old soul, all the junkies fuck with you. Now, obviously, all the junkies don't fuck with me, but man, I always been on my grind. I always been a hustler, man. Like I had a job since I was 13, man. Like I ain't never been a nigga to just sit down being broke. I always went out to go get it. But then he said, young nigga, old soul. That's definitely me. Like, my vinyl collection started off as kind of like a hobby, but that's some old head shit, bro. Like you don't see too many people these age. It started to pick back up over the last maybe 5 or so years where it's like trendy and cool now to go out and buy records. But I've been doing this since 2014. So it started off just as a habit, and everybody used to play me, try to call me grandpa and shit like that because of the records I was buying. I was getting the Bobby Browns, the New Editions, the motherfucking Miles Davises, the Peebo Brysons, you know, shit like that. And that's some old nigga music. So yeah, young nigga, old soul. I can definitely relate to that. But yeah, that was track 7, game 7, one of my favorites. So next track is track 8, which is entitled Kenny Powers. Kenny Powers, shout out to HBO. I don't know if this nigga Smoke DZA just watch HBO all day or what, but Kenny Powers is another character from a show called Eastbound and Down on HBO, starring Danny McBride. So it's definitely a great show. I seen it all the way through. He's like a retired baseball player that can't get his shit together. But yeah, Kenny Powers, this is kind of like a party track. You'll hear as soon as the beat come on. This is definitely a, you know what I'm saying, one of them old New York early 2000s party type tracks. So, you know what I'm saying, definitely a great track. No features, just him with Harry Fraud on the beat. So without any further ado, we're going to get into track 8, Kenny Powers. Let's go.
La música de Harry Fraud.
You already know how the story go. Hope you on your grind, save all your dough. It's a Sour Diesel audio. I'm on the strip like Miami or Memorial. Right, chase the chicken. Kenny Powers, chase the chicken. Kenny Powers, chase the chicken. Fresh cut from Buddy, I'm looking handsome. A zip from Bubsy, a health drink from Branson. Fresh threads like I came from the mansion. Old Bucks, my nigga Terrell Brandon. Lampin', oxtails and plantains. My mama Guyanese, you know she do the damn thing. Right, it's the Sour Diesel audio. Bag it up, roll on my sleeves like the Rolly shows. See y'all in the streets and y'all niggas get the dose. What it do? Silly wabbits. Twitter artists, silly rappers. I hear the chatter in the background. Don't make the Kush guard laugh the smackdown. You already know how the story go. Hope you on your grind, save all your dough. It's a Sour Diesel audio. I'm on the strip like Miami or Memorial. Right, chase the chicken. Kenny Powers, chase the chicken. Right, early bird, get the worm. He has risen, time to burn. Like how you make it cloudy on a sunny day. Or you don't know, shit you niggas about to learn today. I'm from Harlem, nigga, money make. Devil and dabble, stick and move like a money made. I ain't into all the fun and games. Take your ass to GameStop if you wanna play. Turn your back on the real nigga, you fucking fools. Talk behind a nigga back, that's a sucker move. Thank God that I'm sucker free. I never acknowledge you niggas publicly. No more broing ya. Kick rocks, fuck boy nigga, nice knowing ya. You already know how the story go. Hope you on your grind, save all your dough. It's a Sour Diesel audio. I'm on the strip like Miami or Memorial. Right, Kenny Powers, chase the chicken. Right, you already know how the story go. Hope you on your grind, save all your dough. It's a Sour Diesel audio. I'm on the strip like Miami or Memorial. Right, chase the chicken. Kenny Powers, chase the chicken. Right.
And there you have it, man. Track 8, Kenny Powers. You can hear it from the production. That was definitely a salute to old New York. That definitely has that old school vibe to it, that early 2000s vibe to it from when I was a kid. That's when I remember. I could be wrong. That shit could be from the 80s or the 90s, but that's when I remember hearing it. So shout out to the old New York, man. That's what I took from that. But this song kind of sticks with the original message from the last song. This is just about going out and getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely you got to go out and make sure you're doing the right thing, being responsible. So he started off right away. You already know how the story go. Hope you on your grind, save all your dough. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to be on your grind, but you can't be on your grind if you're out here blowing the bag on everything and you still broke at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Being broke is never the answer. So if you on your grind, make sure you saving your dough. And then he says, this is Sour Diesel audio. So I take that as his version of audio dope. Like we always know how Currency talk that audio dope shit. So this is Sour Diesel audio. This is Smoke DZA's version. This is the New York version of that. But then he goes straight into his track. And one thing I like about rappers is you kind of get a sense of where they, like, more of their background and where they come from. So he says, fresh threads like I came from the mansion. Old bucks, my nigga Terrell Brandon. Lamping, oxtails and plantains. My mother Guyanese, you know, we do the damn thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Old bucks, Terrell Brandon, that's definitely an old school reference. You definitely got to know sports if you're going to talk that shit and know that much. So that was a nice little reference that I liked that he slid in there. But then he said his mother Guyanese. I never knew that, you know what I'm saying? I just thought he was a regular New York nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? His mother Guyanese, she whipping up that oxtail and plantain, man. You got to appreciate that. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely one of them things where listening to artists, you can definitely get a sense of their background and you get more of an idea of where they come from and what made them who they are today. So, nice track, short and sweet, simple, no features, nice production, another Harry Fraud banger. So that was track 8, Kenny Powers. We're going to get into track 9. This is titled Turnbuckle Music. So this is featuring Action Bronson. Action Bronson is another one of those rappers that I'm a big fan of. He's another New York rapper. He's another rapper that doesn't necessarily have that super duper mainstream following, but great artist. His music is very obscure, but it definitely has that like old school New York feel to it. So I don't have any Action Bronson on vinyl, but I'm going to do one of his projects. I love a bunch of his tapes. So that'll be one that I stream like I did live in concert. So like I said, this is track 9, Turnbuckle Music featuring Action Bronson. Let's get in.
Wicked production here right now, man. Yeah, listen, music Harry Fraud, man. 012, man. Big Boss Bronson and my young brother DZA. See, wicked production, man. Mash down the place, yeah, man. This tune here are #1, man. Right now.
Yeah. Once again, it's the quintessential stub muffin. Spanish bitches thumb sucking. They wanna have my kid. The people love us, though they snub us in the corporate world. Fucking we lawless, riding filthy in the Taurus with Doris. She 85, my neighbor. Thrilled by wild behavior. It ghetto bloomers wet. I'm in a Aruba with a scuba jet.
Yes, Kush God Daddy. I'm on that other flow. That motherfuck that cover though. That hustle move a mother load. That big boy talk. 10 racks, you tryna book a show. Gold bottle, hole of rose. Kush roll, that's holy smoke. It's turnbuckle music. Straight off the 3rd row. Tweeting with your tweeting ass. We rather count cash and cheap some hash. We bout that. You pick a mind.
I drop him.
He's trying to creep.
I watch him.
You need me, tag me in.
Nah, don't worry, I got it. Should never fuck around with people that's unstable. Cut it to your navel. Put them through the table.
Underdog, underrated, undoubtedly don't give a fuck. Rap money twice a week. Prices going up as we speak. I ain't tripping, nigga, sleep. And tell them low rap niggas trying to catch a wave. A couple bands and send a beat. Digital hustler putting ass in seats. I know my worth and I ain't fucking with the cheat.
Russia, Paris, Holland, Italy, Pristina, Kosovo, Denmark. Hopping out the bench shop, I teach you how to live. Michael Caine, dirty, rotten scoundrels. My bitches blow me at the opera while I'm rocking sandals. Light linen, rest on my physique. I'm tested, built for the Westerns. You get molested while you sleep. Back to the essence, cause your testicles are weak. Got some Mexicans to put the fucking hash between their cheeks.
You pick a
I
mind.
drop him.
He trying to creep.
I watch him.
You need me, tag me in.
Nah, don't worry, I got it. Should never fuck around with people that's unstable. Cut it to your navel. Put them through the table.
Turnbuckle music, man. Lion, man. Big production here, man. We inside a New York City circle, man. Big, the best, the finest, man. Big production again, yeah, man. BBM, Big Boss Man. Boss Man Fraud. Boss Man Bronson, yeah, man. All the bosses, man. Serious something, serious things, man. Do it. Bamba!
And there you have it, man. Track 8, Turnbuckle Music featuring Action Bronson. Now, if this is your first time hearing Action Bronson, he is very unique because of the shit that he talks about. Like his flow and the way he puts music together is always on point. But sometimes that nigga say the most wildest shit, but the music be so good, you gotta, I'm not even gonna say you have to endure it. You just kind of have to enjoy it with everything else, you know what I'm saying? So Action Bronson is definitely a great rapper. I love his features. I love his tapes. I love his projects. So we'll get into him on later dates. But yeah, like I said, great song, Turnbuckle Music. Definitely one of the ones that I like. And now towards the end of the song, Smoke DZA, he goes on to say, underdog, underrated, and Downey don't give a fuck. Rap money as twice a week. Prices going up as we speak. So that's basically just basically speaking to the fact that he's still at a point where he's growing and he's still able to run it up. You know what I'm saying? The prices now ain't gonna be the price tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where he kind of just speaks to where he's at in the rap game. And Smoke DZA, he's a little bit older. He's been doing this for a minute. He didn't get his recognition until later in the game. So he's just talking that shit, man. Like, price is going up as we speak. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get in on it, get on it now. So that was track 9, Turnbuckle Music. Just with the feature alone and the production, that's definitely one of my favorite tracks on the project. Top 5, at least, for me, at least. And now we're down to the last 3 tracks. We're going to get into Rivermonst by Smoke DZA. No features on this track. This actually has 2 samples on it again. So the hook is going to have a sample from a song called The Player Way, which is by Mace featuring 8 Ball and MJG, which came out in 1997. That's going to be on the hook. And then the actual instrumental itself is featuring a song called The 13th Floor by Takanashi Yasuhara, which came out in 2011. So, like I said, 2 features. They both make the track what it is. 2 samples, I should say. They both make the track what it is. And another great track. So we're going to get into Rivermonst, track 10. Let's go. There go that first sample right there.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Right.
And there go the second one. Shout out 8 Ball and MJG. Shout out Mace too, but shout out 8 Ball and MJG, man. They used to do that thing back in the day.
Everything that I do be all about the load. Everything that I do be all about the load. Polo to the jewels, rose gold of jewels. Still get my hands dirty, gotta keep me some Purell. It's a cold world, but the streets is more cruel. I'm just trying to do well, jet life too well. Since then, lost friends off envy and hate. Niggas mad cause they sell nicks and I sell weight. Coming clean, niggas still be in the trap. Should leave that garbage alone and come and get you a batch. Stomping through joints, still looking fresh. Zippers in the front, laces in the back. Everything that I do be all about the load. Everything that I do be all about the load. Everything that I do be all about the load. If I died today, remember me like Ralph Lauren in a denim supply jacket and bucket, looking Harlem on Scully mode, looking rugged, Ronnie Garvin on Rugby flow. I'm the king, I ain't just talking, I'm about it. Damn shame, walk through the man shame, get champagne, true story. I got a little power, so I don't pay at the counter. They know when I'm around, the store reeking of sour. And just imagine the packet get even louder. Don't wonder where I got it, just know that I sling and I was.
And there you have it, man. Track 10, Rivermonst, another great track. Like I said, he has a lot of songs where he's talking about smoking weed or getting money. This song is strictly about Polo, man. From everything he say, if I die today, remember me like Ralph Lauren in a denim supply jacket in a bucket looking Harlem. So it's all just a homage and a shout out to Rugby. Clearly, that's his favorite brand. I mean, I have a few Rugby polos. I was a big fan of Polo back in the day. So when he says zippers in the front, laces in the back, that's something I can relate to when this song first came out. And, you know, fashion, it kind of cycles back. It has its trends. Right now, not so much, as far as for me at least. But I've definitely been thinking about going back and getting me another pair of Polo boots. So don't be surprised if you see that shit on my feed in any of my videos or Instagram posts. But like I said, great track. I like how he starts it off. Polo to the jewels, rose gold jewels. Still got my hands dirty. Got to keep me some Purell. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a nice little way to just start off the track. And again, just like the first track, he kind of lets you know what the sense of it, what the subject matter for the song is. But then he says, it's a cold world, but the streets more cruel. I'm just trying to do well. Jet life 2 L's. That's some real shit, man. The streets is cruel. The world is cruel. We just got to do well, man. And shout out to Jet life 2 L's. So, you know what I'm saying? One of them things where you just got to talk that shit, man. Let niggas know where you coming from. But that's it. I ain't going to spend too much time on that shit. We're going to get into the second to last track, which is entitled Low Horsemen, featuring Thurston Howell III, Nim Low, and Mayhem Lauren. So again, just like last track, this is the same track. This is the same subject matter. This is just three niggas talking about how they rap low, man. They rap polo. And even their names kind of just have references to polo. Nim Low, Mayhem Lauren. Like, I could be completely wrong. I don't know them outside of rapping with Smoke DZA, but this is like a posse cut for them. This is definitely his group. They always got one song on all of his projects where they kind of just get together and do their thing. And this is one that I actually like. I ain't even too mad at this joint. I like the track. I like all the features. I like the sample. I like the snares, obviously being a Harry Fraud beat. But this is actually featuring a sample from a song called Coast by Paul Riordan, which came out in 1991. So another great sample. I'm a big fan of the guitar on this song, so I had to go look up to see where that original one came from. And now I know, 1991, Paul Riordan, Coast. So without any further ado, we're going to get into track 11, titled Low Horsemen. Let's get it.
La música de Harry
Yeah. Thurston Howell III, Puerto Rican. My double L's always been tatted on my heart. It's evident. I represent the evolution. So, evolve or dissolve.
Hello to all, hello with all, hello the hat, shirt, pants, hello the drawers, hello the socks, then hello the boots. It's horses in the V2, I guess you say we hello the coupe. Vroom, I'm a horseman for real, my nigga. I cops out like I made a deal, my nigga. Know three things, I am vetted and I am fresh. So when you see a nigga draped in RL, know that I am next. Or at the crab table making bets in black label, RLX and double RL too. Matter of fact, we the RL cartel crew, and I'm heavy with the animals, Barbell Zoo. They don't call me Nimlo for nothing. When you see a nigga stunting, causing mayhem in my Lauren, as I George Cush the button.
Yeah. 1L still means nothing without the other. The double L.
Yo, dip like a mannequin from 7 Deuce in Madison. Snow beats and heavy classic items known for matching them. My outfit speaks so loud that one could interact with them. Some say I'm dressed to kill, see niggas even clap for them. Rep 2Ls, drop 2Ls, L's, and shine like the jewels I drop in shirts that's hot, Graphic prints, US mints, low silk peeking under the tents. Picture me rolling, pockets probably swollen, plus I'm possibly holding. Fuck bronze and silver dog, my dress code is golden. What?
Yeah. Hey yo, the team is official, son. We got some real double L athletes.
Right, it's the Horsemen. Rick on, Oli and Tully. Little horse on my scully. All the hood rats love me like low sweatsuits. One time for my nephew, like a 9-gram bomber for my little nigga Deli. Sips and Riesling. Been load up since my feet swing. And my P-wing like it's a G thing. 2Ls, nigga, we in the house. Rugby, decent amount. Denim bought to you by Rachel and Ralph. Shit, we be on it. Bullshit, don't wanna speak on it. Smelling like that green bottle with the 3 on it. Make bitches wanna get next to you. Smoking on that extraterrestrial. Watch wear, oyster perpetual, nigga. Turn the lights out. Polo sport jerseys when it's nights out. 3 series with the transparent tops. Low to the socks, what's the hating about? Got nothing else to say, OG, take 'em out.
Let them hate, Smoke. Everything they hate, they bitches love. You know what I mean? They never knew how to understand why niggas was so fly. Slow life forever. From now and then. Always to the end. 'Cause we are the beginning once again. L's for life. L's for life. My L's for life.
All right, and there you have it, man. Track 11, Low Horseman. Great song. I'm a big fan of the production on that. That sample is very nice. It goes crazy. Them snares just gonna add an extra element to every Harry Fraud beat. And now I see why so many rappers just want a whole project with Harry Fraud, man. Because his beat selection, his samples, his drum kits, they be going so crazy. But as you heard, man, that whole song was just a dedication to Polo. Like, that's all that was. It was a great song, great track. A few lines that stuck out to me. Nimlo started it off. Hello to all, hello it all. Elo the hat, shirt, pants, Elo the drawers, Elo the socks, and Elo the boots. It's horses in the V2. I guess you say we Elo the coupe. So, you know what I'm saying? This nigga just basically saying he polo everything. Like, I'm a big fan of polo, but socks and drawers, that's another level. You gotta be on one to be on some shit like that. But like I said, just a paying homage to their favorite brand. You know what I'm saying? When you make your own music, do what you like, man. Shout out to what you love. And at the end, man, I like how he kind of had a play on their names. He said, they don't call me Nimlo for nothing. Do you see a nigga stunting? Causing mayhem in my Loren as I George Kush the Button. So George Kush the Button, that's another one of Smoke DZA's aliases. He has a project called that. So George Kush the Button is another name you'll hear him calling him. But yeah, mayhem in my Loren, them low for nothing. Just a nice little play on the words. I like what he had to say. And then, you know what I'm saying, Smoke DZA, he always gonna come through and talk that shit. One thing he said that I like what he said was, he said, 2 L's, nigga, we in the house. Rugby, decent amount. Denim bought to you by Rachel and Ralph. Then he goes on to say, shit, we be on bullshit, don't want to speak on it, smelling like that green bottle with the 3 on it. So if you're a fan of Polo, if you ever smelled that cologne, that shit smell nice. So it's definitely one of them things. But then he got into his bag towards the end, making bitches when they get next to you, smoking on that extraterrestrial, Watchwear, Oyster Perpetual. So, you know what I'm saying? Just talking their shit, man. It's kind of the sign off. It's the second to last project on the track. So niggas had to let niggas know what they on, what they like, and what they love. So nice track, you know what I'm saying? It didn't go too much deeper than that, but definitely something I could fuck with. I love the features. I love the beat. I love the sample. So A1 track. And now we here. We made it to the end of the project. This is the last track. This is track 12 entitled Prelude to Judgment Day. So this is kind of just a sign off as far as the beat, the flow, the production, and kind of just what he's talking about in it. This doesn't have a feature labeled, but the guy talking in the song, that's going to be Christopher Walken. A lot of guys will recognize his voice if you watch any of his movies, but it's Christopher Walken and his character as Uncle Mike in Pool Hall Junkies, which came out in 2002. So that's the reference for this track. And he tells a nice little story. Like, I saw the movie after I heard this song, so it definitely made me connect those dots to it, but still a great track, still a great feature, still a great sample if you want to call it that. So without any further ado, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to get into track 12, Prelude to Judgment Day. Let's get it.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Right. Spin off like the OBD. Trench like I got the toast on me. Hear them niggas talking, they can choke on these. Clean them fuckers up, I got OCD. Shots for all of you niggas I keep dumping. Strays if you know you're trying to see something. You characters you can keep frontin'. Popping you low niggas like cheap condoms. Get it crackin', I'm an 84 baby. 119 raise me, fuck up your mind crazy. I'm just waiting for the offer, nigga, put some millies up. Cause you know I'm the coolest cat in the cafeteria, DZA.
You watch those nature documentaries on the cable?
Yeah.
You see the one about lions?
Yeah.
Look at this lion. He's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there.
I came from nothing to something. Work hard for my spot and I ain't budget for nothing. I made it pop when they was thinking I wasn't. Like, I ain't that nigga shit, these niggas is bugging. I don't hate, I multiply the figures. I inspire niggas, go ahead, get higher, nigga. Do your thing, I ain't got time to meddle. We ain't do it first, but we took it to another level. Young niggas getting rich off rap. They ain't getting booked cause them niggas is whack. Couple lions in the jungle full of mad suckers. Kush God, get ready for the last supper.
Now, the other animals, they notice this. And they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is. It's too late to be scared.
And there you have it. Track 12, Prelude to Judgment Day. It's too late to be scared. So that was definitely a nice way to sign off. One of the best outros that an album could have. It's not too much to say about it. It was a great song. It was a great track. I love what he was talking about. And again, like I said earlier, like you kind of get a glimpse into what niggas talking about as far as who they are as a person and what their background is. So he says, get it cracking, I'm an 84 baby, 119 raised me, fuck up your mind crazy. So that's what I was saying earlier, like 119, that's just a reference to 119th Street in Harlem. That's where he grew up from. So it has nothing to do with nothing other than that. So it kind of just lets you know he's an 84 baby. I'm a 92 baby. So whenever I'm doing the math, I know this nigga 8 years older than me. So, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to life landmarks and all that, you can kind of just see where you stand in comparison to people that are very successful and where they were in their life at your age. So like I said, a great track, great outro, great sign off. And it's a project that I fuck with. Like Rugby Thompson is one of my favorites. I only buy albums on vinyl that I like enough to want to hold the physical copy. Like there are a lot of mixtapes and projects that I like, but I didn't like them enough to get on vinyl. And there are some projects that I love that I can't find on vinyl. So anything in my vinyl collection, just know it made it past the Apple Music test. So again, one of my favorite projects. Shout out to Smoke DZA. I appreciate y'all rocking with me to the end of the video. This is my first video doing a project that has more than 6 or 5 songs on it. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me to the end of it. I'm gonna try to trim it down as much as I can to make it palatable, but I appreciate y'all going on this journey with me. And this is something that you like, definitely go into that Apple Music or that Spotify library and pick it up for your own. So that was it, 12 tracks. Rugby Thompson by Smoke DZA, a.k.a. Kush God, a.k.a. George Kush the Button, produced by Harry Fraud. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me to the end of the video. And until then, we'll see y'all in the next video. We out.